All right. Well, we should be live, give or take a few seconds as Twitch catches up. So we are back with our BX Dungeons and Dragons game. All right. So we have a new player tonight. So let's start off. Go ahead and introduce yourself there. New player
Howdy.
guy.
I'm Dion, also known as Substances Used on Twitch. You can find me chilling with Bert on Tuesday nights when he runs Osric, or is it Osric or is
First
it
edition Dungeons and
First
Dragons.
Edition? Sorry. And yeah, I got a taste of First Edition, and I wanted more, so I'm here.
Nice. And who are you playing?
I am playing a C, a Trollodarian thief, who's been adventuring since he was old enough to, so that he could support himself and his family.
Just yesterday.
Yeah, basically.
Nice. All right. Richard.
Hello, I am Richard, and I shall be playing Fig Jam, the most powerful wizard in this adventuring party this week, which is not great news for anybody involved. Oh dear.
Nice. He's sans beard today, so we had to make sure he was reintroduced. You know
Oh
that
god, did I forget to
baby
put it
face.
on?
That
Oh my god, no.
Jeff.
Yeah, hello. I'm playing Darby of Stonehill, a dwarf, which is always happy to with his friends and adventure.
Nice. Jameis.
Yes, Jameis playing Galen Rayhorn, Cleary Elf Priest, who thinks he's a ranger. And is hopefully looking at the right screen when he tries to get to his character sheet and not try and do it on stream.
There is that. There is that. All right, and Jazz.
Yeah, playing jazz band, the 5th level master locksmith, who was absolutely heroic last episode. You're welcome, everyone. And looking forward to seeing what happens if Bert can kill us tonight.
It'll eventually come at the hands of your protege. As she
I did
outpowers
save
you
her
all.
life last week. I saved her life, so
So Bill will be joining us next week. He is running a game in a virtual con this weekend, so we will pick up with him there. Otherwise, guys, yeah. So last session, you have cleared out this old temple to some surely benign god. Had a little encounter with a magic fountain and decided that after setting fire to things, discretion was a better part of valor, and you hop the walls. Uh, let's just take up from there. You guys have to decide what you want to do next.
Get someone restuck was the first port.
Run away somewhere safe.
Dion, I'll let you know when your character shows up, okay?
And we never hear from him again.
It's killed by those Neanderthals.
These guys took 2 hours to go through a door. Just remember that.
Yeah.
So are we rested, or is the plan to rest up? We just literally jumped over the wall.
Yep.
We need to go somewhere quickly before
somewhere
something-
safe.
Yeah.
Potentially
And I-
following the devolved humans, but
Yeah,
how much you want to keep
we're
it
going to
alive.
go in the direction, the general direction of the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal types.
Okay. Well, you were able to catch sight of them just as they were blazing a trail away. So if you want to follow that trail,
I believe that's the plan
for now.
for now, yeah.
for now, okay.
Are we looking for like a cave or civilization? What do you want to do?
Yeah, you don't know what you're
To
doing
rest up.
We
actually.
don't know what we're looking for.
No.
If somewhere safe there looks, then they're probably not going to be hunted. So we think that direction is probably going to be pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's not good that we rescued them, because they were obviously somewhere they could be captured. and imprisoned. So yeah.
Yeah, I
They
believe
won't do it again then. So obviously they learned their lesson.
Maybe.
we were looking for ogres.
Yeah, we need to get away and rest up somewhere, and then we discuss what we're going to do.
All right. Well, if you want to follow the Neanderthals, somebody do some tracking so you see the general direction they're going in. You who calls yourself a ranger. Why don't you make me a check there?
Low success.
All right. It's good enough to follow the trail, though. Are you trying to stay far enough behind where you're maybe unobserved, or do you guys care if they know that you're following them?
I suspect they're going so fast, unless we were racing, we probably wouldn't catch up with them anyway.
Yeah, they took off pretty quick. But again,
Yeah.
Are you giving up any chance at stealth then, and just running after them?
I wouldn't say we're running, but I wouldn't say we're trying to stealth either. We're just sort of we're ambling along in that direction.
All right, we'll say safely traveling. And
others may disagree. So,
yeah. Yeah, it is dark out, so.
Is it?
Actually, no, not yet. Not yet. You still got a few hours.
scheduled
You still got a few hours. Yeah, it was sunlit inside the little pastoral scene.
It was
that you
sunlit
found.
inside the pasture, and then we get outside and it's complete darkness. What the hell happened?
By the way, Bert, what happened to Magpie? Is she's walking
fine. Yeah,
now?
she's
Yeah.
carrying on just fine.
All right.
She stopped to retrieve some of her daggers. Other than that, just fine. All right, so the Neanderthals. You guys are all on the you're all on the big map again. They're heading down in this direction. So you guys were up here where this red dot is, and so they're heading down this way.
All right.
Yeah. Let's follow them.
All right.
It's kind of half in the direction of the witch's hut as well, isn't it? Or, sorry, the elderly old lady's hut.
Well, the witches are at 12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, down
We're
there.
up, yeah.
Okay, so not
Yeah,
quite
so
the direction.
in that it's sort of lower than us. Yes.
All right.
And they could be heading anywhere. We could lose them.
Yep. Give me just a second to find this section of the module.
And then they ambush us.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they're heading down this way. If you guys are just doing a careful walk, we'll call it, but you're not trying to keep yourself hidden, you don't need to make any more rolls. They are traveling pretty fast, but they are not trying to disguise their trail either. So you're able to keep up as far as the way they're going anyway. So they're leading you down. They're not using any of the game trails that you have found in this area. They're just kind of breaking through. They're shorter, they're squatter than you are in general, and they're, they know the way around the terrain very well. So
The dwarf should be doing all right then.
Yeah,
I looked at our dwarf.
it's a little bit more difficult for you guys to follow anyway, but you're taking your time. So if you continue on, is there anything else that you guys are trying to do while you're heading in this way? Summer, you were damaged?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I'd like to drink that wonderful honey from the bees.
Remember, if we do rest up overnight, you get back everything anyway. So unless you think we'll lose it, I'm not trying to speak for the party, but just to put it out there. I would think if we probably don't, since we don't know where the hell they're going, I think if we can find a secure enough place, because darkness is coming, we'll probably just rest up for the night somewhere.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as you're
Okay.
coming along, it starts breaking into more hilly and rocky terrain, and you see that they are picking their way along a cliff edge. From where you guys are, you can see that there are a number of cavern entrances in the cliff face, and it looks like they find one in particular that they're going down inside. You can see like there are some smoke fires coming out of the tops of this wall of rock here. So like they've got smoke or they've got fires going on in some of those caves. Possibly, looks like you have found the Neanderthal caverns.
Oh, Jazban, you're a Neanderthal ambassador. What do you say?
I'm not sure they're going to welcome us if we go barging into their system. Maybe we should try and find our own personal space away from them. What do you guys say? You want to risk walking into their cave system? And
I mean, we traded with one before, didn't we? And now we've rescued people. So it's not as if they
Yeah.
don't know that we're friendly-ish.
On the other hand, we're large animals, like we do, large creatures just wandering around, and they've been having short shrift with most of them. So,
Oh, who knows?
what's your evaluation of their differentiation of being able to tell us from some other random green-skinned chap who's trying to kill them, or witch who's trying to turn them into stew or something?
Well, you're not green. You've got that going for you.
Maybe we could offer them food. As a present.
have we got any apart from iron rations?
Not much.
Yeah, maybe we'll be asking them for food. I don't know. Do you want to risk it, or should we try and find our own secluded little cave somewhere else? I don't want to end up in the cooking pot.
Hey, Dion, make me a charisma check. So just roll a d20 and you're trying to get equal to or under your charisma.
Alrighty. Boop. That's gonna be over my charisma.
Okay.
By one.
Okay.
We detect where the PC is, and then run away the other direction. And
I am bleeding out here, so so I would kind of like to rest somewhere.
I've got this
can
small
climb a tree.
sucking chest wound.
No. We have climbed trees in the past to rest up overnight.
Oh,
If you,
I haven't.
or we can tie you with some vines to the trunk.
All right. Well, as you guys are watching, two of the Neanderthals come out. They've got crude spears, stone hatchets by their side. One of them has he's playing around with like some kind of green cloth, and as it turns to do signs at its companion, you guys notice that the cloth is very familiar. It's one of the Green Company flags. It's kind of wearing it like a blanket or a cloak.
oh, hey, they belong to the Green Company. Oh, this could be good.
Wow. They like eating Green Company members.
Did we bring any flags with us?
I don't remember. No?
Who dropped the flag? So I take it we're going to find some hapless member of the Green Company.
Wow.
That sounds like us, hapless members. Yep.
Yeah, you'll fit right in.
Yep. Fine, we go in. We that's on it. We go in.
We better
we're not-
investigate.
They probably know that we've been following them anyway because we weren't exactly subtle about it. So I don't think we should.
They've probably been waiting for us to go in, and because we haven't,
Yeah.
if they show them the flag.
All right. Well, if you guys approach, the two guards with the spears see you coming, and they start stomping the stab of their spear on the rock and thumping their chests. You're not quite sure if it's an aggressive man or if it's a greeting, but they're not throwing spears at you anyway.
That's an improvement.
Yeah.
I do have one of their weapons, so I can.
So you've killed them before and raided their bodies.
Yeah. No, I did an honest trade. It was a special deal. So I pull their weapon out. I can't remember what it was. Was it an axe or
Yes,
a
an
There's an
axe,
axe. It was a
Yeah.
cheapo axe. Wooden axe.
I pull the axe out and I try my best to mimic their actions.
Okay. Call high or low and then roll me a D100.
Ah, jeez, here we go. I will call. I don't know. Well, what's my standard? High. I always say high. High. There we go.
All right. Well, you do that, and there's some conversing. Another one comes out of the cave, kind of looks, sees you doing that, pulls out your axe, and starts doing this.
Oh yeah, I join in. Brothers. How are we going to communicate with them that we wish to spend the night in the cave?
We do the universal sleepy motion. You know, two
We'll
hands
just wait,
over the side, close
wait for
eyes,
you
and
to
then point
pass
at
out on
cave.
the floor.
That as well.
Do we have any food we could offer them?
Just the
Yeah.
iron rations, as you said.
Yeah, I
Do these-
have rations.
Do these people have jewelry? Do they like sparkly things?
Other than like the raw mineral ore you've seen them collect, they don't seem to wear anything as jewelry
So they're not
Mostly
interested in money or
skins.
jewelry.
and stone weapons.
Oh, I do have a necklace made out of what was those creatures I killed at the start? I take my necklace off of what were they? I can't remember.
So much death you can't even keep track anymore.
I got. Anyway, I'll give him my necklace
All right,
There's
so you
some
if you
kind of
so you're going to come forward then.
very slowly and cautiously.
All right. Yeah.
Or I could just place it on the floor halfway and then back off.
All right. Well, if that's what you do, the one that's got your axe picks it up, kind of looks at it and rummages around in this little leather pack and pulls out a bunch of seashells that have been strung
Seashells?
together with like vines and lays it down and takes your necklace and then kind of
God damn it.
makes it just kind of does this with his axe and goes into the cave.
Seashells. I got gypped. All right.
That is not a saltwater river. Where the hell did they get seashells from?
That's probably a prized possession for him, but for me, it's like, what the hell is this? I gave him
Think about it,
ochre
we're
teeth.
thinking-
I wear the necklace seashell thing. Did that look like a follow me gesture or a thanks very much gesture?
Could be interpreted that way. The guards, I mean, you're amongst them. The guards of the spears don't seem overly agitated with you standing there.
Shall we try and follow him?
Oh God, yes, please.
Yeah,
Do something.
we must rest.
Fig Jam is doing that, that wilderness tactic of leaving a trail. Unfortunately, he's doing it with his own entrails. So,
What's the
That'd be
lighting
accurate.
situation in the cave? Do we
firelight. They have little stone rings that they're burning wood and vines in. You actually see that there is another human. He's trussed up on like a log tied to it with spits on either end, but he's not being roasted over a fire. There's actually Neanderthal children that are just kind of feeding him a paste. His arms and legs are tied up behind his back. This is you, Dion. Your charisma roll was to figure out if you were approached kindly or if that went south, and apparently that went south. So you're bound to a post, hanging horizontal, as their kids are feeding you kind of a porridge mush.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very delicious. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Do
guys
I see
recognize
the party come in?
You do. You recognize him as being a junior member of the Green Company. You've seen. You're not sure what he's doing this far north. He could probably have been with a party that was doing some cartography for the Duke, mapping out some areas.
Oh, hey guys!
His
Welcome
pack
to the party.
is on the floor. The children are going through it, kind of handing out his belongings and just likely
So
where
he's-
the banner came from.
He's basically a pinata. So
Yep.
should-
Well, he's
Okay,
actually
back.
trussed up like you would spit roast like a hog. There's just not a fire under him currently.
Oh, everyone get the fire. Let's join in.
Yes, be rude to offend our guests. So
Yeah.
cover him in butter and. Well,
Uh,
what is their reaction going to be if we just brazenly walk over and untie him? We're going to have to negotiate or something.
I mean, we could try it and just see what happens.
Then there'll be 5 people trussed up on sticks.
Well, maybe, but honestly, at that point, I would take it.
I'll try
Once
to
again,
get
I'm
out some
on-
food and give it to them.
Oh, well, the kids come right up to you. You start handing out food. They take it. They don't seem to be scared of you guys at all.
Yeah, we're
All
not
right,
that
then.
scary.
The guy I did the trade with, is he still?
Yeah, he's
in
still
the vic-
around.
I can approach him
Hmm.
and I gesture to the Green Company member, and I just kind of gesture that he's with us. He's a friend. I do the friendship symbol, and
Make me a charisma check.
my charisma's excellent, as you know. 15.
It turns out they all speak common. We just haven't ever.
Oh my God.
Success.
Low success. Low success.
All right.
Nice success.
So he pantomimes to you like towards your backpack or your pack, like he wants a trade for it.
Oh, God. Well, since he gave me seashells, I'll give him something pretty crummy out of my backpack. They don't use any ranged weapons like bows and arrows, do they?
Spears. They
Yeah.
throw their hatchets. What are the rest of you guys
Yeah.
doing? Again, nobody here seems to be fearful of you at all. If you want to just, it's nice and warm in here. They've got a vent for their fire, so the smoke's all going out through the top chimney. It's pretty cozy.
Hobbling over towards our companion / dinner and go, hello. How'd you end up like this then?
Well, I was with some other junior members mapping out the area and ran into a hunting party. They didn't seem to like us too much, and I don't think the others made it, or they ran away. I'm not sure. I'm the only one here. They kind of took all my rations and my things, and yeah, just
Cutscene.
hanging out.
Cutscene to a day ago where the
Oh,
Green Company is doing cartography and someone points out, "Look, a subhuman," and the rest of the party just starts shooting arrows and spells at them.
do we still have your friend with us, Fig Jam?
She's still around. Yeah.
Well, no.
Oh, Fig Jams. Oh, yeah.
The thing that I
Hobgoblin.
charmed. No,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would not have brought thing that I had charmed when we were leaving.
Wasn't a hobgoblin, right?
We're
And
gonna play
you're-
hide and
you're-
seek. You go and stand in that corner. and count to.
You abandon
10,000.
your friend. Okay, you abandon
I
friend.
just
Friend
I
abandoned.
just said we're playing hide and seek. Go to the corner, count to
That's right.
10,000, and we'll go and hide. And
And when he can't find you, he'll bring, 24 of his friends to come and look
exactly. Well, I mean, he would have done that anyway. So.
Well, I just remembered, Bert, that I have a pair of very nice silver throwing daggers, so I can take one of them out. And is there any wood or anything in I could demonstrate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of wood they're using for firewood.
All right, so I take a bit of firewood and I prop it up against one side of the cave and I say, check this out. And I take this silver throwing dagger and I throw it, and he must be super impressed. And I say that I'll give him the dagger in return for a trussed up
All right.
friend.
Yeah, just make me a ranged attack roll. Yeah, just don't roll a
Oh,
one.
mate. No, I didn't hit any little children. Did I?
Well, we'll find out now, won't we?
I'm very good at ranged attacks.
Like there, I've reduced the number of mouths you have to feed by one. Fair trade.
All
Okay,
right, I
yeah.
was going.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, yeah. He goes over and looks at the dagger and just nods. It looks like he accepted it, and he'll take the dagger. He'll go over. What's your character's name, Dion?
A C.
I see. So he goes over and cuts your bonds, and you just, poof, you just fall to the ground.
Oof. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I thought I was done for. He just kind of brushes
Still might
himself
be.
off and
Still might be-
goes to his bag if it's left alone at this point. and
Yeah,
picks it up.
most of your stuff is like scattered all around. The children played with it a bit and then just dropped it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna gather my things. It's just like armor and my weapons. I don't seem to have anything else on me. Anything of value is probably already scrapped.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, you seem to be left alone. Some of the kids bring over like bowls of some kind of thick porridge. Just kind of leave it near you guys.
You're stuck in.
Welcome to the company.
We seem to have been left alone. We can't communicate with them very well. So, but at least we're among not enemies.
Do you think they drink wine? I'd like to go to my friend and offer him a sip from my wineskin.
Okay.
Can get him try.
He grimaces after taking a sip, but then he goes over and gets this like clay gourd that's got some of that beeswax on top, and he unplugs it and he hands it to you.
Oh, all right. I must reciprocate. So. Okay.
Ooh, hooch.
Yeah, give me a con check.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, at least it's not a save versus poison. It's just a con check.
Yeah, just a con. Whoa.
It's
My con is
potent.
13. Yeah.
It is really potent. You're not sure what it was fermented from. It's very raw, but it's very alcoholic. Has almost no
Wow.
taste to it. It's just like pure alcohol.
It's pure fire death. I say, hey guys, check this out. This will get us there. He'll help you sleep tonight for sure. Is there something we could trade with him?
Well, he assumes that you just made a trade, so he kept your wine bottle.
Oh, nice. All right. Oh, great. It looks like we got some waxy type alcohol stuff.
Ooh.
Are they cooking food on the fire or not?
No, they just have this bowl of like porridge, like they were feeding to your captured friend here, and what they left near you. It seems like the fire is more just for warmth and security. They're not cooking food on it. Actually, looking around, you don't, other than the furs that they're wearing, and you also notice that a lot of them aren't wearing furs. It's like woven vines, vegetation woven together. There actually isn't any sign that they're meat eaters. Like looking around, you're not seeing any bones. You're seeing a lot of like clay and stone vessels that have mashed up berries and roots in it. But you're not seeing actually any meat anywhere.
Right, best not eat meat in front of them then.
I was trying to work out how to do a dental examination on them to see whether they had wide, flat teeth or not. It seemed to have worked out a better way. So yeah, there we go.
Or you get one of them to bite you and then examine it. Actually, Ezzy, did they take a nibble at all? Since we seem to have time, I would like to get one of the Bibles from that temple.
Sure. One of the scrolls.
Yeah, which is old and brittle, fine, but we've got a couple. So.
Yep.
Actually, do any of them react to the thing when I get one out and
No,
start looking
no,
at it?
not at
Okay,
all.
that's one if they're actually devolved humans from that area, actually.
All right, so you're examining scrolls. What are the rest of you guys doing? Just gonna call on a
Gonna
night
get
and recover.
plastered. I'm
Yeah,
on the beeswax.
you're well on the way after just the one sip.
I'm on the beeswax tonight.
It's still light out, or is it getting dark
It's
now?
getting dark, but it's not full dark. You've got a couple hours before it's full dark.
I mean, is there anything like that I can gather in the woods? Can I gather firewood?
Yeah. If you want to
Bring
go
them
help,
firewood?
some of the adolescents, like the teens and preteens, are bringing up wood and logs. If you want to help them, you can.
Yeah, I just go and help them carry some logs and make myself a little useful
Mhm.
before bed.
All right, yeah, good enough.
I'm just gonna fall into a stupor, I think.
All right. Is anybody setting any kind of watch?
No, I am poking rocks around to find the most comfortable one. Just curling up in a corner.
Yep.
I'll sit first watch.
Okay.
I'll take the second one.
Okay. All right. If you want to get by on just 2 watches, you can do that.
I'll take the like one of the going to early morning watches, just because I do want to get some time to look at the scroll and time to meditate
Mhm.
and time to get my spells.
So,
Okay.
Bert, if I look at this member, the junior member of the Green Company,
Mm-hmm.
is there any way I would know he is a fellow locksmith?
Well, you can throw him some of your locksmith signs, which look a lot like gang signs.
No, just-
Yeah, thieves can't. Yeah.
I'll throw out a few testing signs, see
All
what
right.
happens.
So Dion, he's
Uh,
making a few gestures as he's just talking to you, and whether or not you want to out yourself, he's letting you know that he's a part of the local guild, which you may or may not be from the same town, but you know what it is. You know, he's trying to figure out if you are a member of the.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna respond very fluently, just right back, like I hadn't been speaking anything but thieves' cat, and just gonna quickly, just like, oh, thank God, someone that knows, like a fellow expert.
When do we rob these rubes and get out of here? Wait, no.
Maybe we can get out my dagger back, the silver. All right, good. That's it. That's all I wanted to know. So I'll probably fall asleep. Know that.
All right. Magpie stays up through the first shift anyway, just kind of trying to communicate with Neanderthals. There are a few women. Notably, there are less women than men. Some of the men are bringing her things, like raw precious stones, better food. Some of the women are looking at her not so pleasantly. All right. Well, nothing happens through the night, so everybody, if you're down hit points, you're back to normal, assuming you didn't go below 0 at any point.
No,
Mm-hmm.
not this time.
Not this time. All right. Yeah. So morning comes. A lot of the men looks like they're going out to do some gathering. They've got these baskets that loop around their shoulders and fit over the backs where they can easily just throw things behind to gather with. Some of the women go with them. This is a fairly small, like you're seeing several of them come out of the other caves. You're figuring from what you're seeing, everyone is, getting ready to start their day here. This is maybe a couple dozen, maybe. It's not a very large tribe. Again, some more of the porridge or gruel is left out for you to eat. This seems to be their primary food that they all eat. Although some of them just eat, just the full-on root of something or munching on fruit.
What's the plan? Is the plan just to leave now we're recovered, or did you want to do something else?
I'm all for leaving now and going. I don't know where we're going next, but somewhere else.
Well, we have been tasked with sorting out the situation, Stelvin.
Yes, I mean just leaving the caves.
Yeah.
I didn't mean running away. Well,
That's an option.
I didn't mean that as a primary plan.
That's an option. Have a
Oh,
holiday.
shall we fill in? Shall somebody other than me fill in our friend over here who? Essie? AC?
See? Yeah.
Essie.
See.
Okay. All right.
Is he Spanish?
It is
He's,
Spanish
he's-
for the word so.
He's Trolladarin,
Yeah.
so he's native, which I think you are as well, Jazz. You're Trolladarin too, aren't you?
I am
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll approach the some of the Neanderthal and ask them with gestures if they have seen a large men like ogres.
Make me a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Can you reach as high as you need to indicate ogres there, dwarf?
Let's go. No, I think it's good.
Okay. Yeah. So
that's
you.
good.
All right. They seem to get that you're talking about some kind of large creature, larger than the goblins and orcs that you're being seeing, and they kind of point. I'm just going to move the little red dot here. If you follow, he's kind of pointing down the ridge line and just kind of points down that way.
Oh,
Hmm.
that might make me.
Totally the wrong direction from where we thought they were.
Well, we knew they were supposedly. Your friend said that they were out scouting around, so maybe they're down south further. Because my thoughts on this, and they're my thoughts. We're supposed to do something in this area, and we're going to need. And when the humans come in, they're going to join. They're going to have to join with someone, or otherwise it's going to be a big, huge battle. So they're probably going to join with Glom, and that. And so we might get a treaty going with Glom and the humans, and perhaps even the witches too. Although there might be issues there, but that does mean that the ogres are probably going to be a full-on issue to deal with. So ultimately, I recommend we go and kill the ogres to get the witches happy, so that we can then get the goblins happy, and we can get the humans happy, so at least we have somewhat of a potential union here, even if not everyone is all together, because this is the way things are.
Do we know exactly how many ogres we're doing?
Two-ish.
Isn't it one female and I don't even know what the other one is?
We're aware of one male who's the chief guy and his mate, the female one. And for all we know, there could be a whole bunch of other ogres around. But we only know
Yeah, that's
of
what worries me. However, we do have a junior member who we could send him on a backstab mission.
Scouting mission.
You go and deal with the ogres and we'll meet you back at the ranch.
Oh.
We'll promote you to a proper member rather than just a junior
Yeah.
member. If you can take down 2 ogres, doesn't that sound nice and simple?
It's time for the hazing. Go and kill some ogres.
I am Galen of the Green Company. This here is Darby, and this here is Fig Jam, and apparently you already met Jasmine there and Magpie. And we have some other members who are not currently with us.
Although you're holding his skull still.
Oh god, yeah, we just lost one of our members, didn't we? He died.
I
Yeah.
told you it was an evil skull. It had obviously taken over Ragnar's soul, and now we've released it.
Oh, poor Ragnar.
Yeah,
The one
he
that
is missed.
always casts fireball.
That's what almost really.
Yeah, your ability to cause arson has dropped quite a bit with his passing.
Yeah.
So,
All right, shall
yeah.
we put it to a little vote? I don't mind going after the ogres. Anyone else want to go after the ogres?
That sounds like the easiest option if the explanation is correct. Absolutely, I'm down.
The explanation is definitely not correct because I mean, we don't know it exactly either. So But yeah,
All
it
right.
sounds like a plan, and I'm
Yeah.
good with having a plan
It's
for once.
not everyone's going to live through it, by which I mean the people here, not necessarily us, though we may not necessarily live through it either. But it's ultimately it's just going to be something that's going to be somewhere towards being successful in the ultimate end of. Let's just do this. Let's go kill some ogres if we can and see what we could do.
All right.
Where can they be found? I don't remember. Refresh my memory.
14 with the red
14.
dot is.
All right.
Right. So you have two ways to do this. So you guys are the caves are along the face of kind of like a rock shelf. Down below is a valley. So you can continue to where they're pointing that the ogres are by climbing to the top and going along the top, or you can go to the valley and go along the valley. Which way are you guys doing this?
It's probably easier for the locksmiths to go along the top, but I don't know about the others.
Yeah, I have
I
a
was thinking
longbow.
keep the high ground would probably be good. We know what the high ground's like. We have the high
Yeah.
ground before we went.
Looks
It
like the
just
valley is
means
about
that they'll
100,
be able to see us.
120 feet
Sorry.
or so below is where the valley is. So it's quite a bit of
Oh.
a drop.
Well, I got a longbow, so that's a good easy reach.
120.
I mean, it's all jungle anyway. It's not like it's flat plain.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, the ogres are
agree.
at least 1 foot tall, so that puts them definitely within range of any spells I might have. So yeah, okay.
I agree with you that we should go along the top.
All right.
Yeah. It'd be harder
Right.
for them to reach us as well.
So in general, what's your marching order, and how stealthy are you guys trying to be?
I think myself, Magpie, and SC are super stealthy, away from the others, just in case.
Yeah.
Well, unless you
Okay.
command her to do so, Magpie is going to bring up the rear. She's not really big into
What?
scouting. If you want her to, she will, but it's not. Her choice
Yeah.
is to stay in the rear.
So far, I've been scouting, so I'll go scout again. I mean, not that far. We can be, given that we think that they are down here, we can be normal sort of pace up to around about here or so, and then go stealth mode when we get closer.
All right. So then, who is
All right.
scouting then?
Me,
yeah.
The two of you?
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Dion, did you want to scout as well, or do you want to hang back?
Well, the rest of them are hanging back too, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll scout. I'll scout. I got my bow ready, and
Okay. The three of you then. Each of you roll me a d6.
Woo!
Here we go.
I don't know if we want high or low, but one of us
No.
is doing really well
One
or
of us
really
is-
bad.
No, you all.
Oh, it begins.
You all see the entrance of a cave just below the ledge here where you guys are walking on. And you would have passed it by because there are a number of caves along this cliff. This one brings your attention because outside the cave are standing two orcs, obviously on guard. One of them has a bow. The other one has a spear. And they're like just standing right outside the cave.
Okay, we push T to throw a rock, and then we should be able to do a death from above on one of them, and then turn around and take out the other one.
Excuse me for just 1 second, guys. You can
Have you
work
brought
out.
the chain takedown?
You can work out your plan, and I'll be back in just a moment.
All right.
Plan is to completely screw this up.
I mean,
Oh
has
my
anyone
God.
else got a longbow? Because I've only got a short bow.
I got a longbow.
Do you want to? Has anyone else got any?
I have a short bow.
I've got a short bow.
Yeah, I got a short. What's the range on the
Actually,
short?
I've got a bow. Which is 50, 100, 150. So actually, I can do it with a bow, but I get a medium range for trying that.
Because we could just take them out straight away.
Yeah, as long as no one's watching them.
And if they don't call for help, that's the only.
Yeah, you need like a kill shot. Straight up.
Yeah. If we all focus on one at a time, I mean, within
Then
2
we won't have
rounds.
Yeah, but you just need one round for them to call out.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if we can sneak past them or distract them in any way, though. So I'm kind of leaning towards open fire.
Oh, we can try the distraction of throw a rock off to the side and see if we can draw one away.
Is there like cover or like foliage or anything that's nearby?
Well, you guys are on the top of the cliff. The
Oh, and they're
cave is
they're
like
down there.
down, right?
Oh, so we can just open fire. Like they can't climb up after us. They'd have to shoot up at us, and we can use the cliff as cover.
Again, they just need to call out once to alert what's going on.
How long would it take them to come up here, though? Is there like a way nearby where they can reach us up here, or?
They'd have to just climb the rock. I mean, it's not. I mean, especially for someone that like you who's used to climbing things, it's not a difficult climb.
But that'd still buy us a couple of turns in the worst case scenario.
I think we're pretty good. We'll get them. Just aim for the top of the head.
Yeah, unfortunately, the system doesn't do crit shots. Aim and crit shots. Got a really noisy keyboard there, Bert.
Sorry.
All right, let's do it. Let's load up our bows, and on 3 we'll just. Turn
Same
them
or
into-
different? Pick your target.
How many of us? 3 of us firing. 3 firing on two targets.
Does
So,
Magpie have a bow?
Magpie
Oh, yeah.
didn't come. She is in.
yeah, I
she's-
told her to come.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no! If you told her to come, she's there. Then there are 4 of you.
Yeah, because
But
the
she doesn't
idea
have a
was
bow.
the,
You never did get her a bow. You're too cheap for that. She has
I know.
daggers.
she's held it against me ever since. Well, I think myself and I don't know, myself and Galen on one, and SC and Magpie on the other, and just light them up.
Sure,
Turn
yeah.
them into pin cushions.
Let me just roll something here real quick.
Magpie pushed you a bit closer.
Yep. All right. You detected them at a good enough distance that they haven't seen you, so you can go ahead and have a free action. So if you guys are wanting to shoot, go ahead. I'll roll for Magpie with her daggers.
Sounds like it. What range?
Good question. You would have encountered them at 80 feet.
Okay, that's medium range for me.
I have no idea what it is for me.
Short bow, it's medium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Magpie's going to have to get a little closer to throw her daggers, but she'll do it.
All right. So we go.
Well, Magpie hit.
Are they facing us, or
I'm pretty sure
Nope.
I had as well.
Yep.
they are facing us? Okay.
Oh, no. They're facing away from you. They're looking out towards the
Oh.
valley.
Do I get a backstab then?
Not unless you jump down on them. Don't even backstab.
Actually, no,
at
you
them.
can backstab with the distance weapon. Yeah.
Okay,
if you
cool.
hit, you can double your damage.
So it's a
Does that mean
plus
that,
4.
Magpie got double damage.
She
as
did.
well,
She
because-
didn't do much.
Yeah.
She got a glancing blow in, but she does double it.
Nice.
That means
Wow.
that means I double it as well then.
Yep.
Everyone but me doubles it.
Yeah, see, you're not in the guild, you see.
Yeah, but you did
I did
5 points.
5 points
You did
by
5 points of
myself.
damage by yourself, though. Magpie comes in at 2. Jazz comes in at how much damage do you do, Jazz?
Where are we?
Yeah.
Short
It
bow.
was Jez and myself on one. and
1d6
Let's see on
plus 1 because it's the silver short bow.
Sure. Go ahead and roll it.
1d6 plus 1. There we go.
All right, and double.
Nice.
So you both are, well,
One of them
everybody
is dead.
kills the ones that you were aiming for, so both of the orcs drop. It was quick.
Ooh,
They didn't have a chance to call out.
good work, fellas.
Okay,
Now-
Jim.
We need to get down.
Yeah. And we need the other two to get up here.
Yeah.
I'll wave them over.
Yeah.
You get down, secure the area because you can climb a lot easier than I can. You guys can.
Now there is a tree line up here, so you can tie off a rope and drop it.
Even so, they can still get down a lot easier than I can. I'm getting the other two over here. I'm getting Darby, Fizzjan, come over here.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Darby, Finger, get over
When I-
here!
when I hear
Riders!
Hey, Big Jam, let's go.
Oh, I'm coming.
All right, so you guys are all just right above that cave entrance. Two orcs are, bleeding out, probably quite dead. What do you want to do?
Want to make our way down.
All right, so you're going down. Anyone else?
I'm gonna cover him in case anyone comes out of the cave while
Okay,
he
I was
goes
gonna say,
down.
Scan the area for
Mhm.
any other.
I'm
immediate
keeping
threats.
an eye out.
I'm going to make
I'll-
Magpie come with me.
Yeah,
She's
I'll
been
go down.
slacking off a bit recently.
All right.
I'll go down with Jazz.
All right, so it's
Yeah,
going to be Jazz, Magpie, Darby. Everyone else is covering. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, Fig Jam and Darby probably. Oh no, Darby. Fig Jam, what are you doing?
Don't know how to climb down very well, so I will be at the top until it is secured.
Sounds like Jazz went
Interesting.
first, though. So Jazz, roll me a d6 when you hit
Alright,
the ground.
sure.
Okay, so there is coming out of the cavern. There is another orc.
Shit.
Yep, he's very surprised when he sees you. You're not surprised, so you have surprise.
I shall attack.
And
By the
then-
way,
and then get out of the way so that Magpie can do it all.
I pull out my short sword and I say, "Orc!"
Okay.
to the others up the top. Actually, me and Magpie could walk back to draw the orc out of the cave so the others could fire at him.
Okay. Are
That
you
would be my
gonna
instinct.
Are you gonna attack at all?
My instinct is to walk back to make the orc come out so the others can fire
right.
at him.
Yeah, and you also make room for everyone else coming down. Did you guys drop a rope or not?
Probably, but this was just like not they went down without worrying about it. We were setting things up and stuff, so we
Alright.
probably have.
Well, Magpie nails him with another dagger, only doing a point of damage though.
Right, mate.
Do you get backstab on surprise?
No. He
Okay.
sees her, so you don't get backstab if you're seen. All right, so Magpie and Jazz, you are down and off the rope. Darby, you said you were coming down?
Yeah.
All right. So Darby, on your turn, when you hit the ground, is when we'll roll for initiative. So roll for initiative for your side. Just a d6.
Roll the
Oh,
And is
4.
anybody casting? Of course, nobody sees the other orc. It's in the cave still. It hasn't had a chance to move yet.
Yeah. Ready in action to fire. Should we see an orc?
Okay, Darby, you got a 4 for your side. They also got a 4, so simultaneous. You guys can go ahead and tell me what you're doing first.
Ready action to shoot the orc if I see one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see
Uh.
only one orc or?
You only see one orc inside the tunnel. Okay, it's not very smart, so it is being drawn out. So since this is simultaneous, the orc is going to rush probably Magpie, since she's the one who just tossed a dagger at him. He's got a big spiked club, and he's coming out to attack her. So at that point, other than the 3 that are already down there, everyone else can see this orc coming out now.
All right. Pew. I assume I'm short range now because we're closer.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Oh, 5 points again.
Do I see him from where I'm at?
Yes.
I didn't move. Okay, so I'm still medium range then.
Mhm.
I can unload an arrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you're probably
Hey,
at short range because now you're right above
Oh,
instead of
okay.
80 feet back.
Yeah.
All right, so then short range.
And you're a thief,
And-
so double on the backstab.
Yeah.
Not so. Yay!
Was
The
it
three
plus
multiple.
4, right? Plus 4, yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Plus-
Ooh.
Wow.
All right. So the end result of this is you kill the orc. Several arrows coming down, but he does get that attack in on Magpie. That mace just comes down, cracks her on the side of the shoulder. You hear a bone break as she goes down. 5 points of damage. It doesn't take her to 0, but that she doesn't have a lot of hit points.
Ugh.
Ouch.
Right.
All right. We'll sit with them now down. I'll be going down the next round. I don't
Mhm.
know.
So
Indeed,
next
that is
round,
what I would have been doing this round as well.
going down.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah, that's fine. So you're
I'm
down.
gonna head down.
Okay, you shot, so you can't go down this
Oh,
round.
okay.
Okay, so next round
Yeah,
then.
next round. Yeah,
All right,
next
so
round.
Jameis, why don't
Yeah.
you roll for your guy's side? And is anybody casting? There are no visible targets.
Not at the moment.
Mhm.
Not till I get down and I can cast them. Honestly, in
Okay.
the group.
All right. Well, everybody's down on the plateau in front of the cave. You don't see anything, although you do hear the sounds of probably what you liken it to is putting armor on. Like you can hear the sounds of metal being strapped and buckled.
We're on a cliff face, you said. So we got the cliff right there. Is it like if we do the trick of getting a rope and probably put it toward and someone's rushing over, will they just trip and go over the edge of the cliff and go falling down?
Possibly if they don't see
Possibly
it.
with
Yeah.
a cartoon noise.
Yeah. If they don't see it, possibly.
Yeah, well, we should try that then. Anyway, I'm going to pass a health potion, honey health potion to Magpie.
Can I retrieve my arrows?
Yeah.
Okay,
How many did you shoot? 2?
2.
Okay.
I
You can
don't
retrieve
care
one
enough
of them.
about
You can
retrieving arrows.
half is what you get, so you get 1.
Cool.
And if I can, I'll be casting a spell as well once we're all together.
You're all together. Right now, you don't see anything, but again, you hear the sounds of, people arming or creatures arming themselves and putting armor on, clattering
And
of
there's-
metal, steel.
There's only one cave?
Yeah.
One cave entrance?
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
Let's sneak inside and have a look.
Okay. Well, if I have time, I'm casting Bless on us.
Okay, yeah, you have time.
Cool. So we've all got +1 to attack and damage and to morale, as much as it means.
Okay.
It probably means something for Magpie. She won't flee as quite as easily.
All right, Jazz, if you are sneaking, go ahead and give me a stealth roll, and you're going ahead then, I take it?
Yeah, I'd like to move ahead very sneakily. Oosh. I stub my toe on a rock and cry out.
All right, roll a d6.
This is when you need someone to
Yeah.
throw a fireball down there.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're surprised, and there were a couple of goblins waiting for someone to come through, so they're both going to take shots with their bows. One of them hits you. Yeah, you got 3 points as an arrow gets you in the shoulder.
Uh-huh. Ow! Do I see them, or was it just an arrow coming out the dark and hitting me?
I'm going to say you saw them as they turned a corner and then shot at you. Saw
I
2.
just let 2 goblins back here. I says I stagger back out with an arrow in my shoulder.
okay. Well, do we get him?
They're undercover, so it might be a bit of difficult to get to them.
Yeah, you now know that they're fully aware that you're out there and they've taken up defensive positions.
Do we have any scrolls of fireball handy or anything like that?
Where's a
They
disembodied
cry out
flaming
a
skull when
warning.
you need one?
Yeah.
I've got the cleric scrolls. I don't have the magic scrolls.
No, we don't have. So far as I'm aware,
Um,
don't have
can
any of
I
it.
take my club and wave it, stand right around the corner of the entrance and wave my club, see if they can waste a couple arrows by shooting out of impulse?
All right, we haven't rolled initiative yet for this. So yeah, there's a couple more arrows that spin out.
Yeah, they're ready for us.
But so are they just firing, Bert, or did they yell a warning sign?
They didn't make any noise. Yeah, they didn't make any noise. They were very quiet.
So I am attempting to listen and hear if there are more noises coming from the tunnel, or whether it's just those 2.
All right.
Is there more armor putting on sounds?
Give me a d6.
Cow.
Okay. No. You just hear the sounds of like metal scraping on metal, things being buckled.
Well, I have no idea.
I guess I'm just pulling the arrow out and what can I do?
Right, who's got oil?
I've got 3 flasks.
Ah,
Burn them out.
Yep.
the physical version of Fireball. I see.
Gonna smoke them out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to splash some oil in and light it up, I mean, you can't exactly make a Molotov out of an oil flask. But
I didn't cause problems though.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Well, you start a fire, you throw the flask of oil in, you notice that smoke is coming out like above you on the ridge lines, like much like the Neanderthals, they must have a chimney set up. So the smoke is, you've got fire and smoke in there, but it is being drawn up and out as well. It is making a massive vision. It's very smoky in there. Again, you don't hear or see anything, but you have successfully started fire
Cool.
in the near front area of the cave.
Could one of the stealthy people... Did Magpie use the health potion again?
She did. She's actually fine now. Yep.
Okay. Perhaps one of the stealthy people could go in there and try and take them down without stubbing their toes on them.
Yeah.
You've got a bit extra cover now.
I don't mind going back in. I want revenge.
Yeah, I can try and sneak in under cover of the smoke.
Okay.
And we'll
I'll-
say Magpie as
Behind
well.
Magpie, though. I'm going behind Magpie.
Well,
Okay,
go ahead and make me stealth rolls, guys. I mean, the smoke is, you're not immune to the smoke yourself, so it is affecting your vision as well as you're sneaking around in there.
I'm not
It
sneaking very
moves
well.
silently, right?
Yeah, move silent.
Does Bless do anything for that, or no?
No.
Okay. Wah wah.
Okay. Jazz, you made it? No, you probably failed it. Well, you might have made it at a 60. Did you
I
pass?
failed.
You failed. All right, well, the three of you are clanging around in there. The smoke is dense. It's hard to breathe as the oil is burning.
We start
well.
coughing.
Yep. On the plus side, you do hear several rough voices coughing as well. The sound is retreating, like the sounds are
Cool.
going further back.
We got them on the run, boys.
They're going deeper in the cave.
We shouldn't go charging in, though.
I've had an obvious thought.
Have I just had an obvious thought?
What's your one?
It's about the size of the cave. The height of the cave.
Not really.
Not the same? Oh, different obvious thoughts. Well, I
Yeah.
look at the height of the cave
Yep.
and wonder if big, tall, giant ogres could actually fit in this cave.
Yes, yeah, it is fairly tall. It's about 8-foot
Okay.
ceilings.
Well, that's good to know. Or bad to
Okay.
know. One or the other.
I
don't know.
am going to climb back up the rope and get a blanket or something and block the hole where the smoke's coming out.
Oh,
Nice, okay.
That is a good one.
That's the obvious thought.
All right,
Block
you
the
do that.
chimney.
Nice.
Those of
Although
you
we're
that
still in there, so not
Yeah,
so
those of
much.
you inside that are kind of fumbling around, the smoke is pretty dense, but you can see that the cave goes further back and it widens, it gets larger. It looks like some care has been done to actually chisel this out, and you actually see a door in the back wall that's been placed there. There are a couple of goblins outside, like holding spears, chattering at you guys. And the door opens, and an ogre male comes out wearing a vest of chain. He's got a huge shield, huge war club, and seems to be yelling at somebody else inside the room. You hear the screams and cries of like babies from inside that room.
Oh, we're going to be terrible people again, aren't we?
It's the
I do mean
nursery.
again. I do mean again.
Well, that
Have
job
you
is
done this
done.
before? Oh my god.
We still hear noise from outside.
From outside?
Yeah, Do we hear the retreating noise or?
Yeah, you still hear. There must be something beyond this wall and door because you do hear sounds of like booted feet moving further into the cave.
Okay. Well, I'll get inside the cave as well.
Okay, Darby. It's very smoky. You know, it's a little hard to breathe, but you're in there as well. The smoke is actually, now that Galen has plugged up the smoke hole, is getting really dense in here. It's very hard to breathe. It's hard to see anything. Your eyes are burning. But it is also affecting your foes as well, as the goblins are starting to hack and cough as they're holding their spears out.
I'm thinking we should go back outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna like back up out of the cave, but I want to like try and take shots in their direction
Okay.
to keep them from following us. You know,
All right.
just
that's-
like it doesn't matter if I
Yeah.
hit or not. I'm just blindly shooting their direction.
All right. Well, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Yeah.
That's your back. You can take a shot and back out.
Uh,
Magpie is just running for the exit. I was like, screw this.
Probably short range for that.
Yeah, it's short range.
Boop.
Okay, what were you shooting at? The big ogre or the goblins with bows and spears and such?
I'm gonna say I shot at probably one of the goblins. I was aiming more for
Okay.
like their level.
All right, you kill one of
So-
the goblins. It's right between the eye. That arrow just flies home and it drops it, fells it as you're backing out. Jazz, what are you doing? Magpie's crawling out. She's like overcome with the smoke. She's heading towards the
Yeah.
exit.
Yeah, I just grab a hold of her so we don't get separated in the smoke, and I go out with her.
So you pass Darby coming in.
Yeah, it's not good in there.
Okay, hi back. Hi back.
Okay.
Back out
It's all
with them.
yours.
All right. So, Dion, since you were kind of firing as you were leaving, you're the last one coming out, and you see this ogre as he finishes his armoring, as he puts on this death skull kind of helmet, and he just kind of starts coming forward out of the cave, just kind of swinging that huge mace out in front of him, just in case someone's hiding in the smoke.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna just
The
keep
troop and
backing
ban
out.
has suddenly increased in possibility.
I'm gonna back out of the cave and be like, "Do you guys get that rope?"
All right. So, roll me a d6 for your side, Dion. And is-
Alright.
Anyone casting Fig Jam? You didn't climb back up the rope though. You're still out here on the ledge, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the smoke is obscuring things. I don't know that anyone can see this ogre coming forward, although you know he is. At least the ones that were in
Yeah,
there.
well, we've got the three people running out in front saying,
Yeah.
"There's a fucking ogre coming."
Well, no, I'm not casting until I can see the whites of his eyes, or indeed his eyes at all.
All right, you guys go first. So what do you do? Can't really see him because of all the smoke and fire in there. And you guys are all outside of the cave on the ledge. I'm going to say the ledge is it's about 6 feet before you're falling off to that nice 120-foot drop to the vegetation below. And if you go up your rope, you drop maybe 15 feet to get to this ledge.
I'm thinking we should go back up the rope and do what we did before. Get the ogre as he comes out.
Yeah, because he's
am
all
I-
big and burly. It might
Am I
take him
able
a
to be
bit.
back with them and discuss things, or am I still up doing things?
You can take action on this round. Let's say you are on top of the ledge though.
Yeah.
You haven't had time to
Someone
drop
bait him to the edge and then prepare to, and then the others will push him off.
Yeah, I'm climbing up the rope.
Yeah,
I would, but I'm up here. I'm on top of the cave already. Otherwise I would try and do that.
Yeah, me too. I would love to, but I'm halfway up the rope.
down. So Jazz is climbing the rope.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I'm gonna
Magpie
climb-
is just kind of flattening herself on the cave wall opposite the entrance, just kind of back against the wall, trying to make herself as small as possible.
Otherwise, yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, and I'll back to on the ledge to
Draw 'em
attract
out.
the ogre and make
Okay.
my friends. So my friends will have a target.
Okay.
Yeah, Dove, Darby is the target.
Dion, what are you doing?
So the plan is we're trying to lead him to the ledge. Is that what we're
Well,
doing?
no one's set up
Yeah.
a trip rope yet, so I don't. You're just gonna push him over, I guess. But
Yeah, I don't have a rope on me. There's no rope by the cave already. Is there like a way, like, okay, when I exit this cave, is there a way to like duck around?
there
the
really
side of
isn't,
it?
other than what Magpie is doing. She just kind of
What
flattened
she's-
herself
yeah.
to the wall, just right outside of the cave mouth.
Yeah, I don't like the thought of that. I kind of wave for her to go up the rope with me. That might be a better idea. And I'm gonna scramble up the rope too. I'm gonna
Okay, so
take
you go up
pot
the rope
shots
as well.
at the guy. Yeah.
All right, Fig Jam, are you doing anything? You're still here on the shelf in front of the cave. Jazz and Ussie just went up the rope.
Yeah.
So it's just you and Darby here on the ledge right now.
No, I'm still on the ledge. I'm just waiting until I can see the ogre to cast a spell at it. So
All right.
Right now.
Right, yeah. There's not really holding
Cowering.
actions in this, so unfortunately.
no, I know
yeah.
that. So I don't know. I pull out my dagger.
So
just
where
to be
are
ready in
you?
case.
So Darby's like basically in front of the entrance, a little bit away with the come and get me. Magpie's
Sorry, I want to be
plastered.
slightly off to the side of it.
Slightly
if
off to the
that is in
side,
any
okay.
way
Well, on its turn, the behemoth charges out of the cave mouth, sees Darby, and is basically just going to shield check you off the ledge. At least attempt to
Ready.
do so. All right.
You can take him.
Dwarf versus ogre, the battle of Wilder.
We're right behind you, Darby.
Oh wow!
Not literally.
He rolled crap, even with his +4. So like, he actually rolled a 1. All right, here I tell you what.
He
So-
trips.
No, he just didn't
Maybe.
see you well enough. Maybe because of the fog or the smoke. So yeah, he rushes you.
And he's wearing a helmet to block
And
his eyes
he's
as well.
he's wearing a helmet. Let's see how this works out. So normally for you guys, I'd ask for a luck check, just high or low. So I'm gonna say low. Low. Okay, he does not go diving off the cliff. He's able to pull himself up short right before the edge, but he completely misses you, Darby. That's his action. So new round. Darby, why don't you roll for your side? And if anyone's casting, go ahead and say
Indeed. Now I can see him.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
rolled
that's
a
Oh,
one. He'll strike
One.
first.
Nice, Darby.
so. All right.
might be simultaneous, you never know.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Hello.
know, right?
5. It goes first. So Darby, you're still pretty close to it, so it's just gonna attack you. It's gonna try and knock you off the ledge with its huge mace.
Yeah. Say hello to Radnor when you see him.
Oh,
All right, so that's gonna hit.
Yeah,
Only 5 points of damage, but you're okay. So here's how this is gonna work. Make me your choice of either a strength or a con check.
I'll
If
take
you
the
make
con.
it, you're not knocked back at all. You're able to basically just take the blow. If you fail it, for every one you fail by, you're going to be moved a foot.
Okay.
In that direction.
So I'll take the con check.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
It's a
Success.
success.
You take it. You just bear down, and as he comes down with this club on you, that's his turn. You notice close up to him now, the helmet that he put on is like his eyes are like there's a glowing red light around the area where his eyes would be. There's actually like steam coming out of like what look like little vent holes on the side of the mask. Fig Jam, you're going to cast. Casting happens first. So what are you casting?
Oh well, that's a shame. I am casting continual light on him, on his eyes, to blind him.
Okay.
fair enough.
So yeah, target fails a saving throw versus spell. It is blinded. A blind creature cannot attack. So, don't know if it'll work with his helmet of red
Robot.
eyeless.
Yeah.
It's a robot ogre.
Oh,
Yeah, he passes. Passes with no
He's got a
problem.
+4. Oh my goodness. Oh well.
All right, so that was casting. So next is missile. Missile
Yeah,
would be
there we
next. Anyone shooting?
Woohoo. Yeah, I'm shooting.
All right, go for
Straight
it.
in.
Is this considered backstab still because he's exited the cave?
Honestly, you don't know if he is aware of you or not, so you'll have to just roll and find out.
Okay. Yeah.
Lovely jubbly.
All right, so this is without adding the bonus. So
All right.
Uh,
Who? Anyone else shooting?
Just me and
Okay.
Rossi.
Kind of like
about-
you're not sure how he does this, Dion, but as you're about to loose your arrow, he holds his shield up over his head like he was anticipating it, and your arrow just chunks into his shield.
oh boy.
All right, so that was missile. Anyone got melee? You're down there, Darby.
Ah, I'll strike at him. He's not enchanted, right?
He's not what?
Enchanted.
Oh, well, he's got an armor class of 1. You tell me.
I
Yeah.
hit
Nice.
AC 1.
You hit
yeah.
an IC 1. All right, do some damage.
oh wow.
Okay. So it's 7
Okay.
with the bless.
Yeah, since you're a dwarf and this is like almost an 8-foot tall ogre that had to stoop to get out of his own cave, you probably hit him in the leg or the knee, and there's a little spray of blood. You get a satisfying grunt from him, but that's all. All right. So does anybody else have a melee action that they wanted to do, or another action?
Magpie could backstab.
No.
Wouldn't she
Oh.
fire though if she's against the wall, waiting for the ogre to come out?
She doesn't. She can't fire. You keep saying that. Buy her a bow if you want her to fire. She's
gave
out
her
of
some
daggers. She's
daggers.
already thrown all of her daggers.
Thrown out of her daggers. Oh my god.
Jamis, were you doing
Oh,
something?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got one of my stupid ideas I'm going to do.
All right.
And this one's just going to endanger me, so don't worry. The rest of you are all safe.
Mhm.
I'm going to leap off the cliff down onto him, hopefully going to shove him off the
Okay.
thing when I crash into him.
All right. Make a melee
Yeah.
attack roll, but use Dex instead of your strength as the modifier. Because you gotta.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
Oh, I crashed right into the floor. Ow.
Wow. Okay.
Is
High or
anyone
low?
doing it?
High or low?
Damn, someone want to give me some bits to re-roll that?
I think we're the only
Yeah.
one up on the channel right now. There's a lot of other people broadcasting.
There
tonight.
was one other person there. Low.
Low. Okay.
And then do you want me to roll?
D100.
Okay.
Oh man. All right.
Ow. I
Yeah,
bounce off the floor and just keep on going down.
No, actually, again, like what happened earlier with Aussie trying to shoot him, he pulls the shield up, and just as you hit the shield, he throws you over the cliff.
Oh.
And you're like, ah! All right, so you're not necessarily dead yet. You'll have a chance to grab some brush on the way down. Next action. So, Jazz Band, you climbed the rope. Are you going to do anything?
Well, I fired at the same time as
Oh,
I
you
see, so I
fired.
guess
Okay.
the shield blocked.
All right. So you missed. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay. So why don't you roll the d6 for your side, and is anybody casting on your side this round?
I'm flying, so
You're flying, yes.
Alas, I do not have Featherfall to help you, so no.
No
Well,
casting. Okay.
Beat-
So
beat that.
Jazz, a 1. Oh man. Okay, it goes first. It still sees Darby as being the largest threat. Whatever you cast at it, Fig Jam, it just shrugged it off. It is as if you did nothing. So you haven't
Yeah.
attacked it yet. So it's going to ignore you for right now. So it hits an AC of 6. What's your AC, Jeff?
It's 3.
Okay, he misses. Just just duck under his big club sweep as he goes over the top of your head. Now you notice that he's not very agile at all. The armor that he has in, as well as his natural bulk, he doesn't move very quickly, and you can tell he's also being very sure of his footing. So that was his action. Let's just find out if Jameis plummets to his death or not. So, Galen, you fell off fairly close to the cliff face. You can try and grab whatever hand you can as you're coming down. Your choice of either a strength or a dex check, because you can just try to strength it and just
Strength
slap your hands
is
out.
1 point higher, so I'll go
All right.
strength check. Doesn't give any bonus.
Oh man.
Nope.
Wah!
My
All right.
next character.
Let's see how bad fall damage is.
We're going to have 2 floating stalls in the party.
I know what it is off the top of my head in DCC.
Well, we were trying to do this to the ogre, so we were kind of hoping it was going to be rather deadly. So.
Mm.
All right, falling.
A lot.
1d600.
Per 10
D6
feet.
by 10
Oh my
foot.
gosh.
Yeah, per 10 feet. I'm
right.
just straight here, I think.
Maybe not. So, all right. So we will hold that for a moment, because it's you actually are not going to hit the bottom in one round of combat.
Oh, I'll put my ring of feather fall on. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If you've got any gear that you think might help, like I said, you're not going to hit the ground in one round, so you actually have another round before things get bad.
I doubt you'll let me get away with it.
Well, we'll come back. We'll come back to you on the next round, and you
Yeah.
can tell me what you're trying. All right, guys. No magic, so missile.
Phew.
All right, go ahead, take a shot.
How long does Bless last? I forgot about that.
6 turns or something. It's got
Yeah.
ages.
And he's
So-
still alive, so it's still active.
Yeah. All right. So there's.
I
a
don't think
bonus
it matters
there.
if I'm alive or not.
Yeah, that's true. You
Where's
miss.
the ogre's shield?
Yeah.
Has
Oh.
the ogre
AC1.
lowered his shield? He must have to
Yeah, that's
push
a
into
miss.
Derby.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and make your shot, Jazz.
Oh, I did. Oh.
Oh,
Jazz.
Dion, you missed. Yeah, AC
Oh, okay.
1.
Okay.
Did you get the +1 for this? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
All right. We didn't have it for the damage.
Jazz, you rolling?
Yeah.
It didn't give me a bonus to damage. It was weird.
Yeah, you didn't hit AC anyway, so it didn't really
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Just more for the macro working.
All right, you miss as well, Jazz.
Ay, ay, ay.
All right. So Magpie, not knowing what the effect is going on with Galen, just yells, "Oh no!" and rushes the ogre.
If she gets this, it really is her story.
Oh, she just like collides into him, trying to push him over because he's fairly close to the edge. It
It
just
does that thing
bounces.
with
Yeah,
the
it
ball.
just, she just bounces off the armor. It does nothing, absolutely nothing. All right, Darby.
Yeah, strike at the ogre.
Mm-hmm.
+1. Oh,
Nope.
no.
I assume you're actually not missing a target this big. It's just not going through the armor. It's just clattering off this armor. You notice when you do hit the armor, and it is sized for him as well. It's enormous. It gives off like a reddish spark whenever you do hit it. All right, Fig Jam, you doing anything?
Yes. One of 2 things, I guess. All right.
Right after
I-
you crap in your pants, the next thing.
I have no idea where most of the items that we have in our party pool are.
I'm easy. If you want to say it's your character would likely have it, you can have it.
I don't know. It's a potion that we have here.
Sure.
It's a potion of control plants.
Okay.
I was wondering if I could jug that down and then control plants to try and grasp at Galen as he's falling.
Nice. I like it. Sure. Yeah, that works.
Nice.
Galen, I'll let you know how that how that works on the next round.
There we go. I save a life rather than taking one.
Although you could have used that plants to attack the ogre and pin him down.
I don't think there are any plants in a mine.
All right, so I think that's everybody on your end. So it's next round. So Galen, why don't you roll? Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, what a...
Is anyone else casting? Or well, I guess there's only one caster on your side now. Are you casting anything, Fig Jam?
No, this turn I don't have.
Okay. It's control plants is what you're using, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. It gets a 6. So it's got a mean on for you, Darby. So it's just gonna try and just use that hammer to nail you into the ground. Oh, jeez. Whiff once again. Whiff.
Oh, on the other hand, none of us are attack. Neither is he. So
All
that
right.
balances.
Magic happens first. So you chug that vial of control plant. You see that there is ivy growing up and down the walls of this sheer drop. So the tendrils pull themselves out and they kind of form a little net, and you land on it, Galen. See, so you were falling. Let me think for a minute. 60. All right, so you're 60 feet down. All right. So you're still going to take damage from the amount you fell.
What's D6 per 10?
Yeah, I'm going to minus it a little bit because what you're hitting is the plants give a little. Oh, wow. 15. Actually, no. Sorry. That was more than I expected to roll. Yeah, yep. Ignore that. 11 points of damage from the fall, but you don't finish falling, which is a good thing. Are you still conscious?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Since I got that extra con bonus, I'm
Yep.
a lot healthier now.
Okay, yeah. So your fall is arrested. These twining vines have made like a little net that you've fallen into, but 60 feet up is where the combat's occurring right now. So people with missile fire, if you want to shoot at this Goliath again.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. Okay.
That's a miss, Jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's how it works. All right.
You taking a shot, Dion?
Yeah.
Oh, you hit.
That's with the bless
Okay. Yep.
included in damage too.
Does some
Nice.
damage. You're not. He knows you're up there, so you're not going to get your backstab. Melee. So Magpie's going to try and cut cut his legs off. Misses. Just scrapes against the armor, and there's the shower of red sparks as she draws her sword across the back of his knees. Darby.
Darby, yep. Yeah, misses
Yep.
too.
Miss. Jameis, what does Galen want to do? You're laying on your back, staring up the 60 feet to where everything's going on.
Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime quickly, unless there happens to be a large bird around. That's what I'm pushing. Like we're talking like a vulture or something huge. Past eagle.
I actually
rock,
haven't seen any real large birds in the area,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I don't suppose with control plants I can control it so that they will like go up.
You can, yeah.
Slingshot him.
If you're looking over the edge and seeing what's happened, you still have that for it's one turn. So yeah, you still have control.
Yeah.
You wanna-
Slingshot.
All right.
Shot.
So you start. So Galen, you're handed off from one tendril to another as it kind of pulls you up.
A Legolas on my way up. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it is gonna take a couple of rounds for it to
Yeah. Oh yeah.
get all the way back up though.
60 feet. Yeah, it is.
So the way I look at it now, Fig Jam is actually just kind of laying on the ground, looking over the edge, controlling his plants while this is going on. All right. Dion, why don't you roll for your side? Is anybody doing magic this round?
6.
That's a good
Oh.
one. 1 on their side. So you guys all go first. There was no magic, but we got missile fire. Go ahead and give me some missile fire. Technically you guys are firing into a melee, but I've been letting you go on that because he's such a large target.
Oh.
All right, that's a miss.
I think Bless is over by now. I'm pretty sure it's
No,
been like
Nope.
6
no.
turns.
Nope.
It's turns. Turns along.
Yeah.
Rounds.
Oh.
Yeah. It's minutes. It's
Oh.
minutes, not seconds.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
and rounds are like seconds.
Yeah, 10
I
seconds.
see. Okay.
You're
I was
blessed for a
thinking.
while.
Got you. Thank
Jazz,
you.
you firing?
I'm certainly firing.
Okay.
Here we go.
While his protege's down there mixing it up in melee. Oh, that'll hit.
Nice.
That'll hit. About time.
You do a minimum of 2. 3 with a +1 with your bow, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, got +1, and then the spell.
Yes.
What's the damage for 1d6? Isn't it?
Six,
+1. Ugh.
Okay. Couple points of damage. You nick him. Okay, so it's the melee
Is that
combatants
what
now.
you used
Darby?
as well, or that was the bow?
It's a +1
Ah.
bow, and then the bless. Oh yeah,
So it would be a minimum of 3 points.
3 points. Yep.
yeah.
Whoa! Whole extra point.
Darby,
I miss.
you miss.
We'll
Yeah.
take it because at the moment it's going to be a game of interest.
Just got a war of attrition.
Yeah. Until everyone else comes out and joins them.
Magpie.
we're doing
Magpie
this round.
hits.
Oh, okay.
3 points of damage. She finally finds she measures it out. She finds a little crease in the armor and she jabs her sword up into the back of its knee, does some damage to it. It's bleeding pretty heavily now, and it's also breathing very hard. This is a good time to. Okay. Its turn. It is doing fighting retreat, and so it is going back into the cave, but he's not giving you an opening to attack him, so he's fending off blows. He's backing into the cave.
Going back into the smoky cave.
Sorry, do I need to be concentrating in order to keep
Yes.
passing it up?
Yeah.
Then all right. Okay. fine.
Yep. Requires concentration. All right, next round. Fig Jam. Why don't you roll for your side? And if you're casting, let me know.
Oh, I was going to say because I usually roll 1s for initiative, but given the way we've been rolling, I don't think that's going to make a difference. There we go. 6.
Oh, 6.
It is
Hey.
opposite nuts.
Simultaneous. All right, so it's backing into the smoky cave, but it's using its club to keep everybody, at arm's length. This all happens at the same time. So missile fire can happen. Go ahead.
He's already in the cave though, right?
Nope, this is simultaneous, so he hasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was backing into the cave.
So-
That's a.
Then
Actually, Bert, I'd like to do something else.
Sure.
I'd like to. Can I go down the chimney?
You want to unplug it and see if you can drop in? Yeah, it's big enough for you to
Yeah.
drop in.
I want to wait. I want to wait for the ogre to back in so I can get him.
I will say you're smart enough to check first to see if it's particularly hot, like you're about to drop into a fireplace.
Yeah, I assume we were the only people who caused the fire.
All right, so Dion, you miss. All right, so the people on the outside, if Darby wants to press and go into the cave with him with the attack, you can.
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magpie's not. She's going to back off and see if Fig Jam's okay since he's laying on his belly looking over the edge.
Okay, 15.
Does that hit an AC 1?
Oh, no, AC 2.
All right. So it finishes its movement. It's backed into the cave. Since you are continuing to press him, Darby, you are also in the cave. So they disappear from sight. I mean, the smoke is just, it's very, very dense at this point. All right, next round. Galen, you will arrive back up to the lip. Fig Jam, you can stop concentrating now. So
Oh my
Jazz,
God.
why don't you roll for your side? Oh,
Here we
good.
go.
Are you casting anything, Fig Jam, since you don't have to concentrate anymore?
No.
Simultaneous again. All right, so let's take everybody on the outside. What do you want to do? You no longer have a shot at the creature, Dion, as it's backed into the cave. Nobody on the outside can see either the creature or Darby. They've just disappeared into the smoke.
I kind of saw Jazz like boop down into the cave, right?
Yeah. Since you were up top, you saw him
I'm
just dive
gonna-
in.
I'm gonna go join him. Just bow still in hand and just whoop right
Okay.
down like Santa Claus.
Galen, you're back over the top of the lip. So what are you doing?
Yeah. Where's everyone else? I asked because I was,
Mhm.
below the cliff, not able to see what was going on.
I don't know. I was too busy looking over the edge.
Fig Jam will point up and say, "C and Jazz
Big
went
boy.
that way. Darby went into the cave with the creature." She's looking around to see if she can find any of her daggers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll back out of the cave.
You want to
For
back out
now.
of the cave? Okay.
Yep.
Make me an intelligence check.
Yeah, me?
You forget where the edge of the cave. Down on the side.
Oh,
Oh, you made
it's-
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't get
Right on the
disoriented by because you were pressing him into the cave, but you didn't get disoriented. You're able to just step backwards out of the cave. All right. Now, meanwhile, we'll do a cutscene. So, Jazz Band and C, you drop down through the chimney that's been carved in, and you end up inside. It looks like it's a room. Like you come out inside of a fireplace, but it's a huge fireplace. It's one that's used to like cook and roast meat on. Luckily, the fire hadn't been started or on. And you look around. You're inside of this room, stone room. It's got all kinds of furs to cover the ground. It's fairly warm in here. And there is another ogre or ogress. She has 2 children in her arms when she sees you coming out of the fireplace. So you guys need to roll surprise, and she needs to roll surprise. So both of you guys roll a d6. She is not surprised. All right, you guys aren't either. So we'll consider dropping down the chimney movement. What do you guys want to do?
I will. Is there an exit from this room?
There, you see a wooden door across the room.
I go straight for the door.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow him, but like on my way out the door, I'm gonna poke my head around the door at her and go, "Cute kids," and just leave and shut the door behind me.
Okay. See, there's still one goblin out here, so it's not surprised.
No.
But
All
it
right,
might be
so-
suffocated.
Yeah. Jazz, you were the first one out of the door. That hits an AC 6. What armor class are you?
I am 6.
All right. You get stabbed as you're coming out of the door for 5 points. Are you still up? You've taken.
Oh, I'm well up.
Okay.
I'm well up. Yeah.
All right. There's so much smoke out here, you can't tell. You wouldn't be able to tell if the other ogre is heading towards you or not. So, yeah, he is. That's his action.
Yeah.
he's going back to defend his mate.
I'm just
So,
like, ow.
right. So you guys on the outside. Let's. There's a break in the action. Okay. So, you guys are out of initiative for now. If you want to discuss what you want to do.
One got a spear health potion.
I have a vial of
You're muted.
yeah, the only from the killer bees. I'll hand you one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
That's a
You need
D8.
2? Oh no, I think
Um,
it.
Oh, dear God. Rolling crap for a woman.
This honey's gone
Okay.
bad. It only gave him 2 points back.
Yeah.
Well, I have another, but I don't know if can it can cure you.
I don't think I think we need to press the attack. If the smoke will do what the smokers is, just get a cloth or something tight around your face and just get in there. I think that's the only thing we can do. We have to press attack. I don't have time to take a knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have time. We have to press the attack.
You could take, take 15 minutes and just see how they all fare in there, I mean...
Just take a minute to get a bit of cloth, wet it, and then stick it around, tie it off. Boom.
All right, you're going to run in then.
I think
All
you
right.
should all, concentrate on knocking his helmet off. I think it'll be easier to hit after that and won't resist magic as much, etc.
I don't know. I didn't see what happened with that whole thing, but I have no idea what's going on with that.
No, I assume it's a resisty thing.
Darby, what are you doing?
Oh well.
So Galen
Yeah.
just covered his face and ran in.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to the battle that's happening inside. Dion, why don't you roll for your side?
Well, Thick Jam, are you following or are you staying?
I will be slowly.
He's bringing
Here
him
we
into
go
the area.
again. Let's do the camera.
All right, simultaneous again. So what you see is, I guess, Dion, you close the door behind you. So what you see is there's still one goblin out here with a spear who just jabbed it into Jazz's side. You can hear something coming this direction. You can hear the armor clanging. You can't see the form of the ogre yet. So what do you
Okay.
guys do?
I'm gonna try and shank the goblin with my dagger.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
So
Solid plan.
let's see. Melee. Still have bless.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah, it hits.
Oh,
Do a
yeah.
couple points of damage.
3,
ow!
2 damage. No.
Right
it's
in the
3
pride.
damage.
3 points of damage.
3,
3 points,
I didn't
okay.
take that.
It's still up. Jazz, what are you doing?
The same.
Okay. Double shake.
Eliminate the ads. Eliminate the ads.
All right, you miss.
Oh. Yeah, I miss.
All right, so it
But I
gets
have been
its
stabbed, in all fairness.
true. Gets its hack back. This will be against a C. That's gonna hit.
Oh.
5 points of damage. Does that take you down?
I am down to 0.
All right, so you're just unconscious. So you're not bleeding out. You're just unconscious. So like he looks down with your shank at his side. It's like, that hurt. Takes his and just crams it up. Like,
Oops.
I see he just slumps.
yep. Thump.
You level 1.
Yes.
So, that's possible.
Yep. He is level 1.
But yeah, Bert says you're half the lowest level of the party. Oh yeah, and they're level 3, so half round down.
Level
Yep.
1.
Level
Right.
1.
Do you not thieves have a D6?
It's a D6?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only
I
us
have 2
lowly
HP then.
All right.
Yeah, only
Okay.
us low wizards.
For some
have.
reason, it said I was at 5. I thought I was a D4 for some reason.
I thought you had a D4 plus 1 con. That's what I was thinking. You said 5.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I was
you
thinking.
get full, so yeah, you're not down then. You got
Oh,
Yeah.
my
you got a
bad.
couple
You
hit
said
points.
D6.
Got a
Well,
couple
that's
hit
Yeah.
points.
good. I
You're
thought I
lucky.
only had 5 HP.
I
Okay.
got 7. When I started out, I
Says,
would have.
I've been using D4.
It's
It is
D4.
D4.
Yeah, let me check it real quick. I think,
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is a
D4.
D4 for
I
thieves.
am.
You probably
apologize.
can't read. There you go. 1D4.
Yeah, it is a D4.
It is. It is a
okay.
D4
Alright,
for
So I am
thieves.
down.
I
Okay.
apologize.
No, you're good.
for delaying everything.
All right. All right, we tried.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I should
try.
have kept quiet. Sorry.
Uh,
I do want you
Okay.
to live. I was.
So those of you that ran in to the cave, roll me an intelligence check.
Oh crap!
Okay. You cannot see a thing, and it's the flames are it's quite hot and disorienting. But you put your hand out and you feel the wall as soon as you walk in, so you can keep your direction, so you're able to go forward. Galen, how about you, Darby?
Yeah, she made it.
I made it.
Same thing. Yep. You were both cognizant enough to let it put your hand out so that you have a sense of direction. All right. So you're in the cave. You can't see anything. It's really uncomfortable, but you can hear that clang of armor as it's going forward. All right.
Let's follow that sound.
Okay. Next round, then we'll do. Well, Dion, since you're taking a dirt nap, why don't you roll for your side?
Sure. Boom.
Fig Jam, you need to roll me an intelligence check too. Actually, you have a bonus.
I
could.
did.
Yeah, you're fine.
I succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
two.
crit mine and still just barely made it.
All right. So they go first. So what happens is, out of the smoke and heat, the form of this ogre in armor comes into view of you guys that are outside the door. When he sees that you guys are out there, his protective instinct takes over and he rushes forward. Jazz, you are the one that's up.
No.
It is going to try and bring that club down on you.
Here we go.
19, so it hits an AC of 1. Does that hit you?
Ow. I am AC 6.
Yeah, this is going to hurt. 12 points of damage.
Uh-oh.
He hits you over the top of the head. It's like your spine just collapses.
Ow. I'm straight down to
What negative are
straight
you?
down to -3.
All right, you're not dead yet, but you're definitely dying. Yeah.
DPK. DPK.
Bam. Right. Yeah, so he's just finishing his action by guarding the door. That's when the rest of you guys stumble in from the smoke and fog. It takes you a round to catch up, though. So new round. The ogre stationed himself in front of the door. He's got his club like a bat, tapping it in his hand, waiting for you guys to come up. You see your two friends just one of them in a bloody mess on the ground. The other one looks like he's just taking a nap. So Galen, roll for your side. Now you open that where they opened that flue, so some of the smoke around right here where the closest area is, so that smoke has started to dissipate some, so you can see. 6 for your side, good. 6 for simultaneous again. All right, so what do you guys do?
Can we hear the babies?
I'm gonna roll for her. I'm gonna say low. Yes, they're screaming. She's not able to keep them quiet.
Oh, freak. Oh, I don't speak ogre. Damn it. I speak orcish. I speak hobgoblin, though.
Well, he keeps goblin, hobgoblin, and orc
Yeah.
servants.
I was just working out. Yeah.
Well, you're considering. So, Galen, what are you doing? Or not Galen, sorry. Darby, what are you doing while Galen is pondering?
Well, yeah, I'll strike at the ogre.
All right, you rush in and attack. Go ahead.
Oh no.
Oh, it's going to miss. Galen, you know what you're doing yet?
Yeah, but it's not going to work.
All right. Wow, she missed. Magpie found one of her daggers and hurled it, but it misses.
I can save.
While
your
she
family.
seems to be distraught, and she says, "Oh no, Jazz is down. Oh my."
I can still hear her.
All right, Galen.
I can save your family, but I can't save you.
Ooh.
That's what I say.
Okay. Make me a charisma check. In what language do you say it in?
It's going to be hobgoblin because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't speak orcish or something. So, where's my charisma? Oh, 50% chance of getting a success. No, failure.
Okay.
That's it. He killed me. All right. I had to try.
All right. So what? So you say that. Jeff has Darby has ineffectually gone forward. What is Fig Jam doing?
Well, I have this stuff that I'm going to use to try and just reach up and knock the helmet off of his head with.
Okay. Wow. So what I'd say, Make me a melee attack
Special,
roll.
yeah.
Yeah, make me a melee attack roll.
You can go from there.
Yes, wizards or magic users being notoriously good at that.
Mhm.
All right, I guess that.
You were effective with the hobgoblins.
Miss.
Oh, no, not that.
No.
All right, so it
No.
goes on the same
I don't think he's
action.
impressed by us, really, to be honest.
Yeah, so Galen, he's actually quite wounded. Like, I mean, you can see blood seeping out between his armor. So he points his club at you, Galen, and responds back in Hobgoblin and says, on your honor, 1-on-1.
This is the player going, bloody hell, it's not going to work well. Sure. I can only die once. I can only die once.
All right.
Oh, and after I wasted that control potion.
All right, so Galen agrees.
Yeah, I'd agree.
All right, so well, the rest of your party didn't, so we'll see what happens. Next round.
In fact, no one else even spoke the language, so no.
Yeah, so yeah, are you telling the rest of the party to back off or what?
Oh, we haven't had the chance yet. It's still the
Yeah,
same.
so new round.
Okay. I've got this. 10 to those two.
Yeah.
All right. So Jazz, lose one more hit point as you bleed.
Awesome.
All right, so we're not going to do initiative. We're just going to square off Galen. You and him will do initiative. So you get your dex bonus if you have any. So go ahead and add it to the roll. Now, if anyone else thinks this is a dumb idea and is going to interfere, just say so.
Oh, it's a dumb idea. It's very much a dumb idea. Let's not doubt that it's a dumb idea.
I mean, it's up there with our usual level of plans. It's,
Yeah. Okay. I just so you got, so it's out there, AC4. Just so you know, when he kills me.
It misses. Takes a swipe.
Okay.
You've got a chance.
-1. I miss as well.
Okay, so they're locked in Mortal Kombat. What is everyone else doing?
Yeah, I'll give some honey to Jazz then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jazz, go ahead and roll a d8.
I don't know where you're all getting this honey from. I haven't got any. I'd look at the corpse of our new friend and go, oh well.
All right.
Next round, I'll go to.
Yep. So what
AC,
this will do is if you also if Darby also basically bandages him up so he stops bleeding. The 6
would
wasn't
help.
enough to get him conscious, but if you bandage him up, he'll stop going negative. So after
I
the
was
6
on. I
Go
was
ahead.
on -4.
Oh, you were on
it's
-4. Okay. So
Yeah.
you're good. You're back up then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I
Fig
wouldn't say
Jam,
good.
what are you doing? Fig Jam, what are you doing?
I don't know. If the guy says he's got it and there's nothing else I can do, I
Well, you
cheer
have
him off the
another
sidelines.
you have
really.
another
Well,
companion
you've got
down.
the other guy down.
Right.
having a bit
And
of a
as
mate.
I said,
Uh-huh.
I have no idea where the rest of you are getting this honey from. I haven't got anything like that. I can't help anyone. I'll sit there and go over and look at the corpse. Oh.
All right, he's still bleeding. Excuse me, he's still breathing. It looks like he's just knocked unconscious, so he'll be fine
Coup de grace.
eventually. All right, so the Mortal Kombat will continue, Galen. Roll a d6 for your side. Add your dex bonus if you've got one.
No, still don't.
It goes first again.
Yep, still AC4. I'm gonna die.
No. Think positive.
I'm gonna die.
It
real
misses. It misses. You see that its blows are coming slower, and it
Ooh,
continues to bleed. You hit.
Ooh, ouch! That's gonna
All
put
right.
a dent in that.
Yeah,
armor.
you kill it. What does that look like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just desperate swinging because this guy's a big guy. Just right into the ribcage, crushes the heart.
Okay. He falls, clutching
on
his
me.
midsection. He falls down to his knees, which makes him about your height.
Yeah.
And his last words are "keep promise," He falls over.
Mm. Okay. Well, there's the smoke still exiting. Order of operations is going to be really tricky. Who's got a knife at the moment? Darby.
Yeah.
Cut his head off because you've got the axe or whatever.
Darby's pulled out like a butter knife since you asked for a knife. He's like,
And a
I'm
dagger.
going to go over to.
On it.
I'm going to do a cure light wounds on the new guy.
Okay.
D6 plus 1. You can roll that. And I'm going to call through the door. If you can understand me, I'm giving you the chance to get away with your kids. No one will come after you.
So 2 points,
And we-
Dion. You're
and
back
we will leave.
conscious. Okay. What
Yeah.
language do you say that in? Hobgoblin?
Whatever.
All right.
Hobgoblin, yeah. If whatever I can do. Common. I'll throw it out in common as well.
Okay. Common works, actually.
Orcish. Yeah, I got Orcish. So that's what I'm going to say. We'll take it. You go. We're just going to. We're taking the other guy's body, and that's it.
All right.
Leave with your kids now, and we leave. We take the body.
Hi, we've come and we've burned down your dwelling and we've killed your husband, but you can go. We're not
Yeah.
bad people.
As I said, I can save the family. I can't save him.
Yeah.
We need his head in order for the wider plan to work. So it's just that. Oh, does Fig Jam want to pour up the armor or anything because it's so specially magical and stuff?
Want that helmet?
Well, I've got the head.
Yeah. Yeah, you remove the head and the helmet, both, and I guess take off. Are you taking anything else? His club, the rest of his armor.
Were there any bows?
take his wedding ring.
around The,
Yes, there are
goblins'
lots of blows
bodies?
from the dead the goblins and hobgoblins. You take
Uh,
his
okay,
wedding ring.
give-
Yeah. He got gold
So-
teeth. Let's take those too.
I'm giving Magpie a bow and a quiver when I find one.
Right.
You're welcome, Jazz. And I'm gonna gather as many arrows as I can and distribute it evenly.
Roll a
Okay.
d10, multiply times 10. That's how many arrows you can get.
D10 to 90 arrows,
Yeah,
so
fair
30 to
stock.
each of us.
That's pretty good.
All right. So you got head and helmet. That's what I'm hearing. You taking anything
Yep.
else?
I'm not. I'm
I'm
Well,
looking
a
around.
wedding band, but otherwise I
No,
don't.
you're not taking
I can't
his
be.
wedding band.
I can't be as horrific as it is that you got. Hey, here's your decapitated husband's body. I'm not planning on taking the body with me.
All right. So his
Or at least I'll
weapon
have
is
something to bury. I'm
no-
not planning on.
yeah. Now that it's not being swung at you, the ogre's weapon is actually a war-matic that he was using single-handed as a club. It looks to be of pretty old design, like it's made of just raw iron. The design itself is simple but very solid.
It's very effective. I can vouch for that.
Good at breaking spines.
Yeah. It
Go
hurts.
over. Look at it.
hmm
Try and lift it.
It's heavy,
Nope.
but it's liftable.
Not taking
Yeah.
that. Oh. I guess you
Is
pat
it,
down
is
the
it
goblins quickly.
two-handed?
For someone that's not giant sized, it is two-handed.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I can't even. Although his armor will probably be useful, I'm not even gonna bother taking that.
All right.
I just want to leave.
Does
Okay.
it look like it's high quality?
It looks old, like antique. Like it's from a past civilization. It's not something that's currently being made.
I'll take it.
All right, so you drag it around. That's fine. It's
Yeah.
heavy. I mean, you could wield it with two hands, but actually, what's your strength?
Oh, are you taking the? Did you say taking the weapon or taking the armor?
He's taking the weapon.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like it's expensive. I want it.
Yeah, feel free.
I have
feel
a
free.
strength of an 11.
Yeah. Okay. It would be.
Hey, that's what I've got.
Yeah.
Ooh, live with
Oh my
buddies.
god, I've got to keep remembering. I have high strength with this guy.
Fig Jam can wield this.
One-handed.
My
Ooh.
charisma that's low. Yes. Oh well. Never mind.
Not
Any other,
surprisingly,
like,
so can
good-
jazz band's protege.
Yeah.
Is there any other like weapons or anything that look in decent shape on these goblins?
No, most of
or-
it's crap. You're actually surprised
Yeah.
the arrows are decent at all. Most of them
Okay.
are stone chipped heads, but they're still usable.
Mhm. Okay.
I'd like to go back in the room
Oh,
where the babies were.
okay.
No,
Oh,
if I see that, I'm stopping him.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
Jazz Band's going towards the door.
No, we're leaving them alone, Jazz. Leave them alone.
I'm not going to touch them.
We leave
I
them
wanna-
alone. We're not going
I'll
in
have-
there.
You don't
wanna
hear
have
the
a little-
children crying anymore. Actually, you don't hear
Bullshit.
anything anymore.
All right, go into the room.
You
I'm
letting them, Galen, or
intrigued.
not? You can hear that there's
I'm
children
trying
are
to stop
crying.
him.
All right. Well, if you're trying to stop him,
I'm like,
yeah, make me a strength check as you kind of just grab him,
Okay.
unless you're gonna punch him
Oh.
out. I mean,
No,
he's
I'm
down on hit
down.
points right now.
Here's a.
Low success.
All right. So you also need to make me a strength check or a dex check if you want to just kind of slip out of his grasp.
You should be able to. You're a pretty dexy guy.
I'm
You should,
pretty
you should be able to
dexy.
have no worries.
Nope.
I failed.
Nope. All right. Yeah. So Galen's just got a meaty hand on your shoulder and just holding you back.
We're going. We're going.
Hey, there's stuff inside. We can.
We're
take-
going.
Get off.
Dragged out through the smoke,
Yeah.
through the fire.
There's stuff under the bed.
I don't care.
All right. So we'll end it there. You guys
Yeah,
have
so I
the
know the
head,
time.
helmet,
Yeah, but
and the Warmatic as you're coming out of this cave that's still burning, still smoking.
yeah. Are we going to do another? It was next week. We're going to still be here doing this, or do you want to try and skip to?
If you guys just want to tell me what you want to do to
give
stabilize
the
the
head
area.
back to the witches,
Uh-huh.
because that was going to, because we needed that, and then go and then just try organize. You go back to Glom and say, okay, we've got a peace deal with the witches. We've dealt with the ogres. They'll no longer be an issue. We're going to go and get humans and ogres to try and goblins,
Yep.
hobgoblins.
So
try
you
and
have
broker a peace deal.
fulfilled
That's it. And then,
yeah, you have fulfilled two things that you agreed the Green Company would do. You're bringing the head
Yeah.
back to the witches, and in return, they will try and broker a deal with Grom and his men. You have removed Grom's opposite number, so the goblins and hobgoblins now no longer have a leader on that side of the island, which is good. So he is open
Yeah.
to negotiating with the loggers. So
Yeah.
if that's what you guys
And
want to
what-
do,
Yeah, and what it's going to come down to for the loggers is just you don't really want to do it. It's the cost of doing business. If it was a musical, there'd be a big number about the cost of doing business. It's the cost of doing business. You have to make deals with these people, even though you don't want to.
and just for bookkeeping purposes, Richard, I assume at some point you're going to look at the helmet and the weapon.
that is indeed
Yes,
the
they're
thing.
both magical.
If you had the full set, it would have been a +5.
Uh, the Warmatic is a +2 weapon.
Ooh, nice.
Yep, it is very unwieldy though. You need it. You need a strength bonus of at least a +1 to wield it normally. You can wield it without that, but you're at penalties to use it, which kind of offset its usefulness. But it is a two-handed weapon, so you can't use a shield with it either.
Definitely plus at the fig jam then.
The helmet is magical. Richard, give me an intelligence check. Even with your high intelligence, I still want the check.
Oh god. All right. Where is my intelligence then? There it is. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, decent success.
Success.
Helmet is magical, highly magical. The helmet has an intellect attached to it. It has an ego. So when you're looking at it, the helmet's eyes kind of light up and is like, "Put me on. Together we will slay vast numbers. Put me on."
Hmm. I'm very disappointed that we have used up the magical skull right now.
That would be funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
never mind. Nobody wear that helmet. It is intelligent. It will dominate you. You will not enjoy it.
Well, you don't know me.
When I say dominate, I don't mean it in that sense. All right?
Let's not shame now.
No, that's perfectly fine if that is what you do in the woods with whatever anybody else. But yeah, this will not be good. I assume this is why the ogre was trying to control lots of people.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, so this is an artifact level magic item. It's got an ego,
Just
so
think
you
of the
can
money
just...
we can get for it. Hey, Jeff,
Exactly, yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
We're holding an auction for
And the
all would-be
Warhammer.
warlords in the area. If you will please kindly start at 1 million gold.
1 billion gold.
or conversely, if we give this to the Duke as our what's name? What's the term?
Tax. your tithe.
Oh, so,
Your
well,
tax.
Tithe. We give it to
Yeah.
the tithe. We'll probably step free for a lot of other stuff that we'll come across.
Yeah.
I
All right.
don't suppose the
We've given worse stuff to it. Well, not
markings
quite.
on it. I don't suppose the markings on it are similar to the markings on the temple that we went past.
They are.
That was
They are, in
are.
fact, yes.
'Cause that was worshipping
Yeah,
Cthulhu, essentially.
Well, yeah, and there was a
Well,
definite
yeah.
necromantic vibe to everything there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Galen has their holy text. He can enlighten you after he's suitably possessed of information
Mhm.
pertaining to what might be going on.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll end it there, guys. I'll update the experience points next episode since you guys have done what you can to stabilize the area. We'll just pick up with you finishing your journey to Penhalgian so that Bill can join us again. All right?
Yeah, nice.
Right.
Good.
Thank you, Bert.
All right. Well, say goodbye to the audience, guys. We'll go ahead and stop the stream. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're gonna plug our
Bye.
stuff and things.